We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of baseball on MLB Network. Tonight, the opener of a 3-game series between the San Diego Padres and the Chicago Cubs. Who will get the better of this compelling matchup? We'll find out next on MLB Network. Chet Steadman is the man towing the rubber for the Cubs in this one. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Digging in, Willie Villarreal. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. Popped him up. Padilla over to his left. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting second, the center fielder, number 2.
Digging in now for San Diego, Alonzo Wells. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest. First offering on its way. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it onto the bag himself. 2 gone now here in the first.
Batting first, the catcher, Davis.
Coming to the plate now, Crash Davis. As you get a look at his current righty-lefty splits entering play in this one. First delivery to him on the way. Comes at him with the slider there, and he gets the strike. Well, guys, as we look at the Cubs coming into play here tonight, they come in playing reasonably well of late, though they have dropped their last 2 in a row.
Yeah, Matty, this is why we do what we do. 2 first-place teams going to go at it today. Don't know how this is going to shake out. Is this playoff baseball? Come early a little bit. Interested to see how the managers go about it. We got some stars out on the field today.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
The 1-2.
Hey, if you're going to throw a pitch like that to this guy, that's right where you want to miss. Any lower, and he'll probably make you pay for it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This one sinks low on a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Boy, not what you want coming out of the gate as a pitcher, right? You don't want to have to show all of your pitches this early on in the game, but that's a quality at bat. And what does it make you do as a pitcher? You have to use a lot of your pitches, and the more pitches a hitter sees, the better chance they have to make good contact.
Line shot to second, but it's caught and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Raymond Kang will be the man on the mound for the Friars. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
Now to the plate, J.C. Embry. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. That's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Nope, that's down.
Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game. They scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone? This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
3-0 to him now. And now a pitch on the way.
Hey.
And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Swing and a miss, and he's in control. 0-2.
That's a well-placed fastball right there, just off the outside. If you can get guys to expand the strike zone and go after that pitch, you're going to have a lot of success. No luck that time, though.
Still no balls and 2 strikes. Another 0-2 coming. Hold the string on him. Strike 3 swinging. Davis gathers, and the throw to first is there to record the second out.
Well, you know you made a real nice pitch when you bounce it in the dirt and you still get the hitter to swing at it. That tells me that there's a lot of deception in that pitch right now.
So coming to the plate, Pete Armstrong. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. Now the pitch.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down and in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
Yeah, I get it. They want to run this guy's pitch count up, but that was a pretty good pitch to hit. He might be kicking himself that he didn't swing at that one.
1-2. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. Speared on the dive. Hats off to that one. They call it the hot corner for a reason, and this is a beauty to take us to break. An inning in the books, no score on MLB Network. Second inning set to go, and stepping up is the shortstop, Javier Gonzalez.
Javier Gonzalez.
First pitch coming, here it is. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Again, another foul ball. Ready with another 0-2.
Ball. strike. 3-2.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Neither guy giving in. Here's the next one. And look out. That's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving on up where he can really hurt you.
Coming to the plate now, Amos Sadler. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. Has a look, now the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed the throw. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Swing and a liner. And a base hit, the first one of the game for the Padres. And he will beat the tag, safe at the plate.
Well, as show track will demonstrate here, the result of that play may have been much different if not for the great speed. He was pumping his arms, chugging the legs the whole way, and made it just in time to score the run.
Into the box, Carlos Trejo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Sadler gets his lead at first, nobody out. Gets a good piece of it there, but this is foul off toward the third base coaching box. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses, ball 2.
Well, I'll tell you, if he wants to turn things around, that pitch is one he's going to have to start locating a lot better.
He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now the payoff pitch home is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
Into the box now, Marty Oliver, as the first pitch misses to him. It's ball 1. Padres an early 1-0 lead here in the second. Runners off for second. High in the air out to center field. Armstrong is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
Batting 8, the first baseman, Lester Jeffers.
Digging in now, Lester Jeffers. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He's set, and the pitch.
1-0.
Jeffers A 6'1" right-handed swinger and thrower. This is his second year as a major leaguer. The 1-0 home is offered at and missed for the first strike.
When the pitcher on the mound's establishing this kind of heater, you got to come off everything else and find a way to get that bat head in the zone.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he's way off balance with the swing there. The 1-2 gets him looking up around the letters. So a run on one hit, no errors, and a man left. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. The Padres on top, 1-0. Last half of the second set to go, and standing in is the veteran outfielder, Sammy Sosa. First pitch on its way. Now a half swing here as he wanted to pull it back, but he does so too late. It's strike one. A shot down the first baseline. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Hey, there's a bullet down the right field line. That had double written all over, but a great job by the right fielder to cut it off and keep him to a single.
Nice aggressive turn by the batter right there, but hats off to the right fielder to keep him from getting the scoring position.
Digging in, Sito Suzuki, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now a throw over, and the runner will get back standing. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. First offering on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. A runner at first with no outs here. Pitch out. Nothing doing. The 2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
This inning hasn't started ideally for him on the mound, but here on 3-0, you have to have the mentality that you're only a strike and or a ground ball double play away from getting back on track.
Three and one to the Cubs left fielder.
You maybe get 2 pitches a game where all the guesswork goes out the window. This is certainly that situation.
Nobody out, runner on first. And he fouls this one off. From the stretch. Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Well, that's just a quality pitch right there. The location was excellent because if it's put in play, there's a good chance it's on the ground for a double play. And, hey, a strikeout always works, too.
In now, Jesse Padilla.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
To second for one. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw. So that one wasn't quite hit sharply enough to turn two.
Yeah, choppers like that make it really tough. You can't make the ball get to you much faster, so the key is making sure you field it cleanly and at least get one, which they did there.
Stepping in, Jason Kipnis. And he's a guy really in need of something to click at the plate right now. It's been a rough go for him. comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Count 1-0.
2 out with the man at first. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Outside, 3-0 now. From the stretch. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike.
1 strike.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
He did not want to let the hitter off the hook with 2 outs, and now he's got a runner in scoring position to deal with.
Digging in the switch hitter, Ryan Buckner, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch coming. Here it is.
That's a ball.
Lays off 1-0. Here it is.
That's a ball.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
2 down, runners at first and second. And this one's over at the knees, 2-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. The set and the 2-2.
Count 4.
34 pitches for him through an inning and 2/3 right now. That's not terrible, but it's a lot higher than he'd like.
Ready now, the payoff pitch. Right side. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on MLB Network after this. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Raymond Kang. He'll stand in to open things up here in the third.
Raymond Kang.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Ball 1, no strike.
The 1-0 is swung on and missed, strike 1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Very high, 2-1. And the pitch. Swing and a miss as he starts the third the same way he ended the second, with a punch out, 1 away.
Next for the Padres.
Digging in, Willie Villarreal. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Villarreal.
First delivery to him on the way. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. One out, nobody on. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The pitch. Not a good 3-0 swing, as he was well behind the fastball there.
Threw that fastball right by him. He had no chance to get the barrel of that one.
And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Whoa, you know a pitcher is really fighting himself when he misses a zone by that much. I'm surprised the catcher could even bring that in.
Standing in, Alonzo Wells. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result. That's his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
That was a pretty good fastball after he walked the hitter previous. There was a little angry on that heater.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And I believe they'll say he broke the plane, as yes he did. It's ruled a strike. Working for the punch out and the offering. Too high. 1-2.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Suzuki is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, catcher, Davis.
Ready now, Crash Davis, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Loves hitting left-handed off of right-handed pitchers, hitting over 300 against right-handed pitching.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1.
Throw over to the bag. Runner's back. In the dirt here, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. The 1-1.
2-1.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone. So you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Looking to wiggle out of this. Here it is. Javier Gonzalez is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Comes set. The 0-1. Sent on the ground out to second. Scooped up, and the two-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. A couple of walks, but no damage. Don't touch that remote. More on MLB Network right after this.
We're just about set to go here as the Cubs come to bat in the third inning, and Chicago fans have been fortunate to watch one of the best offenses around this season. And one significant aspect of their offense is the running game, where they currently rank among the league leaders in stolen bases and stolen base success rate. I brought this up with some of the players earlier, and one of the pitchers told me, 1, it's fun to watch, and 2, I'm glad I'm not responsible for defending against it. Our guys will pick you apart if you're not smart. It's an athletic bunch, and they use it effectively, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you.
The pitcher, Chet Steadman.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Chet Steadman is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Liner towards second. And that is through into center. A base hit, and the opposing pitcher gets aboard to kick off the inning.
Hey, this is perfect storm right here. This is how big innings start. You put a crooked number up on the board when the pitcher leads off an inning with a huge knock.
At the plate now, J.C. Embry as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Comes set, and the 0-1.
After 2 great pitches, he has a lot of options right now. He could bounce something or go elevated fastball.
And this one's in the dirt. Good job there as the count goes to 1-2. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
To the plate now, Freddie Santiago as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Runners on first with 1 down. And there's ball 1. Fouled off. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. 2-2 is a changeup that misses. 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And it's fouled away. Runner at first here, 1 man out. On a line to shortstop, but the runner is back to avoid the double play.
Now batting, center fielder, Pete Armstrong.
Now at the plate, Pete Armstrong. From the stretch, here's the pitch. In there, and it's 0-1.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
And it's quickly 0-2. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A runner on first with 2 away. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
Hey, expect a challenge right here. Does not want to run the count full.
The 2-2. And he tried to hold up in time, but to no avail as he went around, and the inning is over. Cubs strand 1. They trail this one 1-0. Start of the 4th upcoming, but first, Heidi Watney standing by with a report.
Matt, I talked with San Diego's manager during the inning break about the Padres' offensive production to this point. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Amos Sadler.
Number 39.
First delivery to him on the way.
Whoa, that's down.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in, and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Sosa is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now batting, third baseman, Carlos Trejo.
Now batting, Carlos Trejo. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. One run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control, 0-2.
I know he's down in the count right now, and it's not looking good, but he's been swinging the bat so well lately. I don't think he minds this one bit.
Trying to send him packing for the second time. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
He wasn't even close to swinging right there. That was a stone cold take.
Just trying to freeze him with the fastball there. Pretty close. It's 2-2. Here's the pitch. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Marty Oliver.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Marty Oliver. He flew out in his last at-bat. First offering on its way.
1-0.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Well, I'll tell you, from where I'm sitting, it looks like he's starting to rush his delivery out there. Someone needs to remind him to stay back and let his arm get out front.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now.
Whew, that was some gas. Triple digits on the radar gun.
And he takes a cold strike at the knees, and that'll run things full. Turned on down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Boy, really making him work now as the 7th pitch of the at-bat is also fouled away, so the count will hold steady at 3 balls and 2 strikes. The next 3-2. One run, just 1 hit. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. Now a foul tip held onto behind the plate at strike 3, and that ends the inning. Padres down in order. They lead it 1-0. So in now for Chicago, Sammy Sosa. He reached on a single in his first try. Now the pitch. This is in the air out to straightaway center. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters here in the 4th inning. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Into the box now, Sito Suzuki. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Line toward right center, and that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
Jesse Padilla comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one. Mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Now a throw over and the runner back. Runners on first with 1 down. He's running. Pitch outside. The throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
That's pretty savvy base running, right? A lot of pitchers don't throw over twice in a row, so I think he was going on first movement, and it worked out nicely.
Changeup. Good pitch there. 1-2. Two and 2 to the Cubs catcher. Back up the middle. And that's through into center field. Base hit. The throw home. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Nice execution right there. Ball was down below the knees. He stayed through it and was able to drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Jason Kipnis, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. He'll enter play with that batting average still shy of the 220 mark. 5 homers and 11 RBIs. The 0-1 delivery. Hit hard down the line. But this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. That misses 1-2.
Hey, he threw that pitch with a purpose to get a double play. Good job to let it go by, though, as a hitter.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you could tell these things and exploit them.
So now to the plate, Ryan Buckner reined in. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. A run on 2 hits, and they leave 1. We played 4 full, all tied at 1-1. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Lester Jeffers. And the pitch.
Count 1-0.
A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. On the ground to the right side. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The batter, the pitcher, Raymond Kang.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Raymond Kang. First pitch of the at-bat. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Didn't quite catch the zone there, ball 1. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
So the batting order turns over now, and set to go. Willie Villarreal comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
That's a tough pitch for a batter. If you're not expecting it, you'll end up with half a bat after you swing.
2 out, nobody on. Not cheated on that swing, but the splitters by him 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
Hit down the third baseline, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And he'll try to get him to chase the fastball there, but he lays off 1-2. Hit sharply on the ground. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half. Home half of the fifth coming up. All tied at 1-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cubs to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Leading off.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
The pitcher, Jeff Stedman.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Chet Stedman will stand in for the second time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Oh, 1. Here it comes.
Nope. Ball 1.
Got him. A slurve that time, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Now back.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, J.C. Embry. He'll swing it from the left side right here. First pitch on its way.
It's out. 1-1.
Bases are empty, one man out. Slice down the left side, but foul. The 1-2.
Oh, that's off the plate.
Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 2-2 one more time. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Carlos Garcia is on, and he'll take over on the mound in relief.
For San Diego, number 3, Carlos Garcia.
Into the box now, Freddie Santiago. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Hung the slider there, but laid off for ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. The 1-1.
Aye. The count is 1-2.
Line towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So a great job on a 1-2 pitch to keep the inning alive.
Now batting.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark, that's intended to be down in the zone. And this pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
Standing in, Pete Armstrong. He gets a shot to hit here in the inning following the 2-out single.
Yeah, and that hit might not amount to much, but anytime you can extend an inning and give a guy with plenty of pop a chance to swing it, the outlook of an inning changes dramatically.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there. Going right after one of the better hitters on this team. Not afraid to execute.
Runner aboard at first here with 2 gone in a 1-1 ball game. In there, and it's 0-2 now.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
The 0-2 home. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Just missed with that heater, but even if he wanted to swing, I don't think he could have caught up to that one.
2 out with the man at first. Breaking ball there is down. Good job of laying off. It's back to 2-2.
Pretty good breaking ball to lay off of right there. If I'm pitching, I might think this guy might be sitting on something off speed.
Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
From 0-2 to 3-2, this is a pretty good at bat. Making this pitcher come back and really have to battle. This is a pretty good at bat right here.
He loses him on ball 4.
2 ways to look at this walk. If you're the hitting coach, you say that's a great AB. Down 0-2 and you work the walk. But if you're a pitcher like me, that's just a case of letting a guy off the hook, and that can really frustrate you.
Ready for another shot now. Sammy Sosa. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. And he takes ball 1. And this one's too far inside, ball 2.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
2-1.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
The 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Davis is there. He hauls it in, and the potential go-ahead run will not come around to score. Cubs strand a couple. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and digging in is the outfielder, Alonzo Wells.
Number 2.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh, that's low.
Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1.
Woo-wee! That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The 1-1. Fouled away. Good changeup in the dirt. Strike 3. The throw to first is in time. 1 down.
The catcher, number
Stepping
17.
into the box. Crash. Davis.
Davis.
Here's the first pitch to him. The windup and the 0-1. One out, nobody on. And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. So he's just a third of an inning away from putting up another 0 as we take a look at the ball clubs with the lowest team ERAs. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Javier Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball 1, no.
Gonzalez is facing his old colors in this one. He was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, guys, I always think it's interesting to play your old uniform. Maybe say hi to everybody you got accustomed to seeing when you were previously here. But then once the game starts, it's all business.
2 out, nobody on. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And now pitch on the way. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Digging in and looking for more, Sito Suzuki. He singled his last time up.
The left fielder.
Here comes the first pitch.
Suzuki.
Swing, and there it goes. He got all of this one into the bleachers and gone. So a solo shot here to left center field. Home run number 9 on the year, and the Cubs move out ahead 2-1.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here is not the end of the world.
Into the box now, Jesse Padilla. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ball game. The windup and the 0-1. A bouncer to the left side. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jason.
Into the box, Jason Kipnis. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Here it comes. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Pitching a little bit backwards in this situation, I'd expect a hitter to be sitting off speed.
There's a fastball pretty close that time, but ruled a ball. 1-1. Inside and low. 2-1. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Cubs shortstop with a 3-1 count.
3 balls, 1 strike.
That's strike two on a well-placed changeup around the knees.
Great job on those last two pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
The 3-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Oh, a diving stop. And that's an incredible effort to get the second out of the inning.
Now back, first baseman, Ryan Buckner.
The next Cub up, Ryan Buckner. Here's the first pitch to him. There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. And he misses again, 2-0.
Looks like this guy's afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. Gave up that home run earlier in the inning. Needs to get back to being aggressive.
High in the air out to center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Cubs get a run here thanks to this solo home run. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters to start the seventh. It's now 2-1 Chicago. Next to the plate for the Padres, Amos Sadler. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here it comes. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Line drive to center field. Armstrong is right there, one down.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
So striding forward now, Carlos Trejo. First pitch coming. Here it is. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. We're in the seventh inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Misses, ball 2. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Kipnis is right there to handle it, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in, Marty Oliver. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets under this one as the ball is skied into very shallow right. Embry is there, and the side is retired. Padres down in order. They're down 2-1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Jack Belcher will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Miguel Castillo is into the ball game as well, as he'll slide into the pitcher spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. Jimmy Grimes is up off the bench as he'll be asked to get something started in the home half of the 7th. Fastball too high to start him out here, 1-0. Here's the pitch. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Even at a ball and a strike. Here's the pitch. And he'll lay off the fastball down low. It's 2-1 now. Just behind the fastball there. 2 strikes now. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp, and it backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
Into the box, J.C. Embry, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball. 1-0. Belcher has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 2-0 now. Now here's the pitch. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one, but that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he won't even have to take the bat off its moorings. A 4-pitch walk here.
And with the bases empty, you don't feel bad about walking that guy. He's capable of taking deep every time he digs in, so it's not the worst thing in the world to work around him if you can.
At the plate, Freddie Santiago. First offering on its way. And he fouls this one off. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Throw over to the bag and a dive, but he's back. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Here's a look over to first, and he's back easily. The 1-1 home. Just got a piece of it as it's fouled back. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the blue.
He's set. Here it comes. Pete Armstrong is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Hey, great job pounding the zone. Strike 1. When you got a great hitter in the box, got to get ahead. Count leverage is a must.
Here comes the 0-1, and they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. A runner on first with 2 away. Now a throw over, and he'll get back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
Throw over to first. Back in standing. 2 out with the man at first. 3-1.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
The 3-1.
Hey! Full count. 3-2.
And he lost him here on 3-2 as that pitch misses. It's ball 4.
I know one thing, he earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
Now the Cubs' 4-hole hitter, Sammy Sosa. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. On the ground to third. On to first, and the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity as that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Julio Teheran has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Number 49, Julio Teheran.
Ready for another chance. Lester Jeffers. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Embry ranging into the outfield. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. The Cubs are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. And he was really in command on the mound throughout the evening.
A brilliant performance, Matty V. As a manager and a pitching coach, all you can ask for is your pitchers to be rock solid, and he was in this one, only allowing 1 hit.
At the plate now, Miguel Castillo, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. You see the average starting play at .318. 5 homers, and he's driven in 24. Now the 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Our pitchers duel continues here. 2-1 score as we play the 8th. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder is on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. The San Diego batting order turns over and set to go. Willie Villarreal 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Third baseman hugging the line here. Now the first pitch. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. Our score remains 2-1. Brian Pickett is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 79, Brian Pickett.
Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Sito Suzuki.
Going back to that last AB, that was the express. That was an upper 90s fastball that he turned around. So I think with this guy, you might want to try to incorporate some more off-speed pitches.
1-0 the count. Ball 2.
Hey, not a good spot to be, down 2-0. This guy has some serious pop at the plate. I'm expecting a big hack here.
It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 2-1 is taken for strike 2. Popped him up. Jeffers waits on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The catcher, number 3, Jesse Padilla.
Now at the plate, Jesse Padilla. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, shortstop, Jason Kipnis.
Stepping into the box, Jason Kipnis. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Now the fastball is swung on and missed. Pickett, originally from the state of Connecticut. This is his first year at the big league level. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. And he turns on this one and yanks it foul and back out of play. Another 1-2 delivery.
Oh, that's out.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Here now the 2-2. That's lifted the other way out to left. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Cubs are down in order. They lead it 2-1. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Thomas Nicholas takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
And batting in the 7th spot, number 1, Thomas Nicholas. Now playing shortstop and batting 9.
All set to start the 9th in this one. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Alonzo Wells.
Looks like a tall order trying to tie or take the lead against this guy who leads the league in saves.
Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there, 1-1.
Look out, 1-1.
One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. The pitch. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Sosa has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
The catcher, number 17, Davis.
So striding in, Crash Davis. Here's the first pitch to him. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Swing and a miss as he ran that two-seamer right by him for the second out. And it'll be the cleanup spot for the Padres, Javier Gonzalez. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
That's a ball. Count 1-0.
One of the best ways to keep a guy uncomfortable is to pound him inside. They're doing that, and this one caught the zone.
2 out, nobody on. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight. San Diego down to their final strike. Hit down the line at first. Right to him. And he'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
Always nice to get the first game of the series, but even more so when it's in front of the home crowd. Seems to energize everybody the rest of the series.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Chicago rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Chet Steadman earns his 6th winning decision in this one as he finishes 7 innings, allowing only 1 hit. Thomas Nicholas closes the door for the save, his 14th. So that's a wrap for us in this one. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, Matt Vasgersian. We all thank you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. See you next time.